Hello everyone, welcome to another video, another celestial tour. On October 19th, 2017, the University of Hawaii discovered a rocky object in the solar system, which was quite long and quite thin, meaning that this object was highly elongated, like a cigar, unlike the ordinary objects in our solar system. Not only that, it was moving too fast to have originated from the solar system. Therefore, astronomers observed that this object was a visitor from another star, being the first interstellar object detected in our solar system, named Oumuamua. Is it an interstellar comet, or an interstellar asteroid, or in fact an alien spacecraft? Oumuamua was first named A2017U1 when it was discovered by the Pan-STARRS 1 telescope. Then it got its name, which means scout, or specifically a visitor from afar, arriving first in Hawaiian. With a speed of 90 to 95,000 kilometers per hour, Oumuamua traveled on a U-shaped hyperbolic orbit that took it around the sun and slingshot it back to interstellar space. The discoverers discovered Oumuamua when it was exiting the solar system, so astronomers immediately took action with their telescopes to learn more about the mysterious rocky object before it becomes too dim for them to see. Oumuamua had a length of between 400 to 800 meters long, and it had a width of about 6 times smaller than its length, giving it the physical characteristic of being very long, but not very wide compared to the length. Tumbling end over end and having a dark reddish color, Oumuamua was similar to small objects detected at the outer edges of our solar system. The important question is, what type of celestial object is Oumuamua? Oumuamua was first classified as a comet, but it did not produce a large puffy coma that emanates behind the tail. Comets do this when they're heated by the sun. This led to some astronomers thinking that Oumuamua was just an asteroid coming from interstellar space, but some thought that it was some new class of interstellar objects. Some also thought about how Oumuamua could be a planetesimal, meaning that it was thought to exist in protoplanetary disks, or how it could be a chunk of rock normally assimilated into a larger planet that was thrown from its star system by gravity. Oumuamua might not be a comet, but a zombie comet, meaning that it might be a massive, very fluffy collection of loosely connected dust grains, as described by astronomers. It might have been a comet that fell apart as it approached the sun. The current agreement in the scientific community is that Oumuamua is an actual comet, also because, going back to telling how Oumuamua was sent out passing by the sun, it was moving faster while being slingshotted or being propelled by the gravitational strength of the sun. But again, it lacks a major characteristic of a comet, a coma. The most likely explanation is that Oumuamua is outgassing material, pretty much like a comet, creating jets, helping it push forward. Observations say that the object is 10 times more reflective than the comets in our solar system because the blasted off dust revealed that there is bright ice underneath. Sign of ice means that reflectivity is more. Well, where did this mysterious visitor come from? Astronomers observed that Oumuamua came from the constellation Lyra. Based on their calculations, this is what they came up with, but no one knows which planetary system it came from. Some scientists think that Oumuamua is an alien spacecraft. Now, immediately saying that Oumuamua is alien is a quite cliche answer, even though it can be very exciting. But is there scientific evidence to support the fact that it may be an alien spacecraft? Now, we talked about Oumuamua having a jet-driven motion. This makes Oumuamua sound like an alien spacecraft that visited our solar system from another star, taking a quick pass through the solar system, then speeding up as it leaves the solar system. This intrigued many scientists by the possibility of it. A big supporter of the theory of Oumuamua being alien, physicist Avi Loeb from Harvard said that Oumuamua is a lightweight, thin light sail from an advanced technological civilization, meaning that Oumuamua is being pushed by the sun's photons, with having a reflective surface that repels light and pushes forward. This might also explain the acceleration of Oumuamua while it was exiting the solar system. Loeb's reasoning was that outgassing would have changed the visitor's rotation period, which should have been a noticeable consequence, but wasn't. He suggested that Oumuamua could be a piece of space junk that accidentally landed in our solar system, or more excitingly, it could be an exploratory spaceship sent to check out our region. Few scientists have endorsed his views, but Loeb asserts that excluding the possibility of aliens out of hand excludes helpful theories that should contribute to reasonable inquiry. Along with this, Avi Loeb also said that science should be open-minded, which is something I personally do agree with. Also, fun fact, Avi Loeb also explained that there was another object called 2020 SO, discovered by the same telescope, the Pan-STARRS 1 telescope, that also received a mysterious push from the sun. It was quite similar to Oumuamua, and the craziest part is that 2020 SO turned out to be a man-made rocket booster from the failed Surveyor 2 mission that launched in 1966. It was successfully launched to space, but unfortunately it lost contact and it has been drifting in space for decades. Just like Oumuamua, aka the alien light sail, according to Loeb, the Surveyor 2 rocket booster had a flat, reflective surface for light to repel and push the object forward. In my opinion, this might be the biggest evidence that can prove that Oumuamua is alien. After seeing Oumuamua, astronomers were thrilled, and currently they're eager to find more objects like that. An estimation was made telling that there could be trillions of entities like Oumuamua drifting in our galaxy. This also supports the panspermia theory, which postulates that microbes may have traveled aboard Oumuamua-type objects in the past and dispersed throughout space. Currently, we will wait for objects like Oumuamua to be seen again. The Large Synoptic Survey Telescope in Chile is planning to begin utilization soon, and it is planned to scan objects like Oumuamua. There is also Project Lyra, named after the constellation Oumuamua most likely came from, which is a mission to chase Oumuamua. The team behind Project Lyra said that this is a once-in-a-blue-moon opportunity. Well, the important thing is to patiently see if we will observe this mysterious visitor from afar, arriving first. In conclusion, my opinion about Oumuamua is that only proper scientific evidence will prove something exciting about Oumuamua, and scientists like Avi Loeb have proper theories about Oumuamua being an alien object. I personally do kinda think that Oumuamua is an alien object. Oumuamua accelerating while passing away from the sun, therefore being a light sail getting a push from the sun, is an exciting theory that can potentially prove that Oumuamua is an alien-made object. I mean, come on. I bet everyone is hoping that it is an alien object. Wouldn't it be boring if Oumuamua stayed as a comet after all? What do you guys think? Do you think that Oumuamua is an object made by aliens, or is the explanation much simpler? Also, thank you for watching, and stay astronomical.